going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be giving you one more update on the best free 97 overall Team of the Year champions to add to your MUT 25 squad. Now, you can potentially earn up to 3 of these free 97 overall cards for your MUT 25 squad. So before we go over the best players, let's talk about really quickly how you're going to do this. I've talked about it in several other videos. The main thing you're going to need to do is play your Team of the Week and your Team of the Year solo challenges. Along with grinding the Team of the Year field pass, you can earn up to 30 Team of the Year tokens. Now, you can use some of those tokens to upgrade the welcome pack TJ Watt. If you want to go an alternate route, and this is what I'm doing on my main account and my no money spent account, I'm taking 20 of those 30 tokens and opening up this pack. I've actually already done it. I did it in the video that dropped earlier today, going over part 2 of the Team of the Year program. Definitely go back and watch that video if you missed it. If you complete this set, you're going to get a random pack that gives you 1 random offensive card, 1 defensive card, and 1 specialist. And out of those 3 random options, you get to pick one. Whatever card you pick is not B&D, meaning you can sell it on the auction house, take some coin from it. For example, I pulled Kyle Juszczyk out of this one, sold him for 700,000 coins, so we made bank there, right? If you happen to pull some of the new 97s that came out today, specifically the offensive linemen, the Eagles Steam Team cards, they're going for a lot more coin than the Part 1 cards for sure. So it is always safe also to take a look at MUT.gg or the auction house to see out of the choices that you got, you know, which ones are selling for the most, because you might be able to make some good coin. But we're going to go over all the best cards out of all of the 97. So if you do decide to pick one and use it, we're going to tell you the best cards in this video and the best abilities to use on all of those cards. The other set that you can complete with those remaining 10 tokens will be the B&D set here. Now, this one is just going to give you 1 random card. Hopefully all of you guys get lucky and get a good card out of this. Whatever card you end up getting stuck with, hopefully it's one that we end up covering in this video. Again, for example, I opened up this set on my no money spent account and I ended up getting Xavier McKinney, which I will tell you, he's not going to be in this video, but he actually played really well for me. Getting a third 97 for free is going to be a bit more challenging, but we have a new house rules. This is now week number 3, and I feel like this one, I've played a handful of games this evening and afternoon. This one is a lot less sweaty than week 2 was. You're still going to run into a lot of, you know, cover 4s and the loot blitzers and whatnot, but I feel like it's easier to dink and dunk and move the ball where you don't need to get 20-yard plays to score points. And if you can break a long run, either 6 or 18 yards for a touchdown, you get extra points, either 8 or 18 there. So if you are able to go 9-0 in this event for the first time since it refreshed earlier this afternoon, you're going to get a TOTY Showdown Champion token. And with that token, if you haven't already done it, you can redeem it for a free 97 overall Team of the Year fantasy pack. This pack is non-B&D and has all of the options in it. So I went 9-0 last week. I saved my token and I saved it for today and redeemed it, and I took AJ Brown out of this pack. So with all that being said, that's how you're going to earn the 3 free 97 overalls. Let's go through the best of them. This is going to be for part 1 and part 2 players all combined. I wanted to cover all of the major positions as well. I still think Bo Nix is the best quarterback in MUT 25 right now, but if you do get Lamar Jackson as one of your options and you do happen to need a quarterback, it's not a bad option. Now, I would probably recommend, if you're going between this and the welcome pack free agent Justin Fields, just go with Justin Fields. But if you do end up using Lamar Jackson, whether he's from your free pack or you buy him, which he's actually really inexpensive right now, you can go with Conductor for 0 AP, Backyard Quarterback for 1 AP. That's going to simulate what you would get out of Master Tactician, which is going to be QB Playmaker, Conductor, and Hot Route Master all together. So it's 2 abilities in this situation, but only 1 AP. And if you want to use the Gunslinger ability, I keep saying it, I don't really like it. I think it makes the passes go bullet too fast, right? Like you can't loft the ball in some situations when you want to. But if you do like using Gunslinger, you can get that for 0 AP. So again, Conductor, Gunslinger, Backyard QB for 1 AP. One of the alternate routes you can go is go Master Tactician for 2 AP, Master Tactician for 2 AP, Gunslinger for 0, and that would still leave you with 2 additional buckets that have a bunch of 0 0 AP options, and at that point, it's up to you on which options you want to use. Best running back is going to be Alvin Kamara. I do think he is better than the Jahmyr Gibbs card that dropped earlier, or last week. This card, stock 98 speed. That's one of the main reasons I would take him over Jahmyr Gibbs. 97 agility, 92 catching is really, really good. 96 change of direction, 96 break tackle. I believe Jahmyr Gibbs has a higher truck rating, but with Kamara having a 91 truck rating, that means that he can get tank for 2 AP. Now, that's not going to be at a discount. The 2 AP is standard, but I highly recommend that as an ability. And if you want to go with the tank for 2 AP, you can still add on jukebox for 0, human joystick for 0, backfield mismatch for 0, and he does get evasive for 1 AP, which is really good. If you want to spend 3 AP on this card, go for it. And if you do spend the 1 AP on evasive, then don't get jukebox for 0 AP, because evasive is basically jukebox plus spin cycle. So in that bucket where jukebox is 0 AP, you can go with an alternate option. When it comes to the best wide receivers, it really came down to Justin Jefferson and AJ Brown, two extremely similar cards, same speed, same height. I gave AJ Brown the nod because he's on a better theme team and he's slightly better with the route running and catching, but it's not really going to be a big difference on the field. Abilities though, really, really good ability stacks here. So in that first discounted bucket, you can either go jukebox, grab and go, or mid-out elite, all 0 AP options. That's going to be up to you. In the next discounted bucket, if he's going to be a slot receiver for you, I would go short elite. That's going to be short in and short out elite all together for 1 AP. If he's going to play on the outside, I would go deep elite, which is going to be deep out and deep in elite for 1 AP. So either route there, you can't really go wrong. Really good abilities there. Red zone threat's going to be 0 AP, and then do the opposite of whatever short or deep elite you went with in the last discounted bucket. So what I mean is if you go deep elite, then you're going to want to go short in elite for 1 AP. If you go short elite, then you're going to go deep out elite for 1 AP, or you can just ignore that bucket in totality and only spend the 1 AP on this card. Team of the year, Brock Bowers is really, really good. I want to try him, but I just picked up Vernon Davis from the Combine promo, and because Vernon Davis gets yak 'em up for 2 AP, it basically guarantees a broken tackle after every catch in most scenarios. He's the best tight end in the game, but if he wasn't there, if he didn't exist, this Brock Bowers card would probably be it. 6'4", 97 speed, 95 catching, short route running 93, mid 93, run blocking strength, not really his forte, but he's going to get mid out elite for 0 AP, which is really good for a tight end. When you think about the type of routes that they run for the most part, it's going to be in between that 10 and 20 yard spot on the field. He's going to get short and elite for 0 AP, jukebox for 0 AP, which is going to be good after the catch, and then he does get tank for 2 AP. Again, it is a little bit pricey compared to all of the other discounted abilities that cards are getting right now, but for 2 AP, I do think tank is worth it. So you can get mid out tank, jukebox, and short and elite all together for a total of 2 AP. He's going to be a great pass catcher and even better after the catch. So the next 5 cards are going to be all 5 of the offensive linemen, and I'm just going to cycle through them. When it comes down to these cards, they are all extremely good, mostly because they get the same abilities, and abilities are going to make offensive linemen at this point in the year. The attributes are extremely similar. Like, you're not going to notice a huge difference in a left tackle or a left guard that has like 95 strength versus 93 strength when we compare Jordan Mailata and Landon Dickerson, both Super Bowl champions, by the way. Just wanted to point that out. So when it comes to these offensive linemen, if you happen to get them in your B&D pack, or you happen to get one of them in your, pick one pack where you get the 3 random choices, just, pick whatever one you get there. And then ability wise, right, they all get omniscient for 0 AP, and I rave about this ability all the time. This ability gives you identifier and threat detector all rolled in one, so you get to see who your opponent is using every single play, and along with that, you're also going to see who is blitzing you on 3rd and 4th downs. Extremely powerful ability, and it's 0 AP on every single one of these Team of the Year offensive linemen. Outside of that, if you run the ball a lot, you can go nasty streak if it's available for 0 AP or even 1 AP. If you pass the ball a lot, I would go all day, and all day is really good. Now, the other thing that all of these cards are going to get is both pass protector and run protector in 2 different buckets, both for 0 AP. So if you combine both of those abilities together, that's actually what makes up secure protector, and that's the best ability in the entire game that you can have on an offensive lineman. So essentially, if you had all 5 of these offensive linemen on your team and you went run protector and pass protector in those 0 AP buckets, you'd have secure protector on all 5 of your offensive linemen. If you want to go with different abilities in one of the 2 buckets that those are available, definitely go pass protector on every option here from these offensive linemen from the Team of the Year cards, because that's going to help slow down those loop blitzes. You're not going to get shed as frequently, and when you combine pass protector with all day, it's just going to make it a little bit better. So all 5 of the offensive linemen really, really good. Now over to defense. The best defensive end is going to be Micah Parsons, mainly because of the attributes. I really think Will Anderson has the better abilities, but because Micah Parsons has 97 speed, we got to include him here. Along with that, he gets 95 acceleration, 97 block shed, 98 finesse move. His strength and power move are really low there. I don't think it's going to be a deal breaker on this card. And as far as abilities go, you can get secure tackler for 0 AP, no outsiders for 0 AP, run stopper for 0 AP. The one ability point I would recommend spending to add to those other 3 abilities that you're going to get for 0 is edge threat for 1 AP. In the middle of the defensive line, I think Dexter Lawrence is slightly better attribute-wise than Chris Jones, but Chris Jones' ability stack is just too good in my opinion, and the main reason is because he's going to get inside stuff for 0 AP. So with Chris Jones, you're getting 88 speed, 95 acceleration, 99 block shed, 95 finesse move, 97 power move, 95 tackle, 97 strength if I didn't mention it. I got him on the squad, and he's been really, really good for me so far, but the ability stack you can get is going to be secure tackler, inside stuff, both 0 AP, and then you're going to add on 1 AP for double or nothing. There's like one other bucket where you can choose from things there, and that's going to be up to you on what you pick, but secure tackler, inside stuff, double or nothing together on your defensive tackle for 1 AP is good. Zach Bond might be the best card in this entire pack here if you need a user, because not only did they finally make him a pass coverage archetype, they gave him some really good pass rushing attributes. So 96 speed, 6'2", 95 acceleration, 97 tackle, but he also has 94 block shed, 90 power move, 97 finesse move. Now you're going to have to do one of 2 things. You're either going to have to user him 100% of the time, or just make sure you pretty much never put him in man coverage, because his man coverage rating is in like the very low 70s, but he does have a 97 zone rating, so he can definitely play coverage along with everything else that you're seeing on your screen. And his ability stack is insane, right? So you can go pick artist for 0 AP, which isn't really necessary, but it's there, so you might as well equip it. In the next discounted bucket, you have either flat zone KO or deflator. That's up to you on which one you want to go with, but they're both 0 AP. You're going to be able to get mid zone KO for 0 AP, lurk artist for 0 AP, and secure tackler for 0 AP. So let me say that again. Pick artist, flat zone KO, secure tackler, mid zone KO, and lurk artist. All together, 5 abilities for a total of 0 AP. If you don't mind spending 1 ability point, I would go pick artist for 0, flat zone for 0, enforcer supreme for 1. That's going to be better than secure tackler. It's basically secure tackler plus tackle supreme plus enforcer for 1 AP. I think it's worth it there, and then you would still get the mid zone KO and lurk artist together for 0 AP. And at the middle linebacker spot, I'm going to go Bobby Wagner. I think ability wise, he's just too good. Attribute-wise, Fred Warner's going to be better zone coverage out there. I think they're both 96 speed if I'm remembering correctly, but I talked about Bobby Wagner last week. I'm going to mention it again. An 83 zone is low, so you got to be careful there, but if you're going to user this card 100% of the time, 99 hit power, 97 block shed, 96 speed, 97 acceleration. The Commanders and the 49ers really both have good theme teams, so you can't go wrong with him or Fred Warner, but Bobby Wagner is going to give you mid-zone KO, deflator, lurk artist, secure tackler, and pick artist all together for 0 AP, not having to spend 1 single ability point and getting all of those abilities. Pretty similar to Zach Bond, is just really clutch there, so that's why he's getting the nod over the Fred Warner card. And then we close it out with the secondary. The 2 cards that we mentioned at the end of the last week's video are going to be here again. The best cornerback is Patrick Surtain, and if you need a slot defender, a CB3 or CB4, he is perfect for that. 6'2", 97 speed, 97 man coverage, 97 zone, 92 press, but it's all about the abilities. He's going to get pick artist for 0 AP, deep in zone KO for 0 AP, flat zone KO for 0 AP, mid zone KO for 0 AP, and then you can spend 1 AP on mid route KO if you want. if you switch up your coverage. If you don't, and you just play zone coverage, and I apologize, mid route and mid zone KO are both 1 AP. You can either put them together or pick one or the other. That's going to depend on your scheme, but he gets a really good stack of abilities that favor a slot defender, and you're really only going to have to spend one ability point. And then when it comes to the safeties, I do think Kyle Hamilton is the better card, but like I said, Xavier McKinney's my free safety on my No Money Spent squad, and he's playing really, really well for me. Kyle Hamilton, best strong safety, but he's more suited as a sub linebacker, and that's going to be because of the abilities. 6'4", 97 speed, 96 man 98 zone, 96 hit power, tackle at 91. He can cover, he can, he's tall and he's fast. He can come down and stop the run there. And again, the ability stack is really, really good on this one. In the first discounted bucket, you can either go tip drill for 0 AP, or if you put your strong safety / sub linebacker in man coverage enough, you can spend the 1 AP on mid route KO. I personally do, so I'm spending that one ability point. Then you get flat zone KO for 0, secure tackler for 0, pick artist for 0, and then mid zone KO is going to cost you 1 AP. So if you want to go mid route and mid zone KO together, you got 2 AP there. If you don't want to spend 2 AP, then you got to go tip drill and still spend the 1 AP on mid zone KO. And there you have it. Those are the best Team of the Year cards right now to buy and add to your squad, to pick out of your free packs, and the best abilities to use on them. Some really, really good cards there. Let me know who you got out of your packs and who you picked after watching this video. And thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.